Now, as we've heard, the Attorney General's office has filed criminal charges, including causing financial loss to the state, against former Deputy Finance Minister Dr. Cassiel Ato Forson and two others. The two are Sylvester Animana, who was the Chief Director at the Ministry of Health when the alleged crimes are said to have been committed, and a businessman, Richard Jakpa. The case relates to the procurement of 200 ambulances by the Professor John Evans Atta Mills and John Mahama-led governments. Documents filed by the AG's office trace the events culminating into the alleged crimes to an announcement made in the 2009 State of the Nation address regarding plans to procure ambulances for the country. My colleague Elton Brobe joins me now via Zoom with more details. Elton, if you can hear me, give us the details of this writ. What are the salient points?
So let's start with the particulars of offense. And according to the writ filed by the Attorney General, Cassiel Ato Forson, who between August 2014 and April 2016, according to the particulars of offense in Accra, in the Greater Accra Regional Republic, willfully caused financial loss of 2.370 million euros to the Republic by authorizing irrevocable letter of credit valued at 3.950 million euros to be established, out of which payment amounting to 2.370 million euros were made to Big C General Trading Limited of Dubai for the supply of vehicles purporting to be ambulances without due cause and authorization. Against Ato Forson has also been cited in an abasement of crime, namely willfully causing financial loss to the Republic, contrary to Section 201 of the Criminal Offences Act. Now, as it relates to Sylvester Animana, his particulars of offense include the fact that between August 2014 and April 2016, Accra in the Greater Accra region, Cassiel Ato Forson, he abetted with Cassiel Ato Forson to cause financial loss of 2.370 million euros to the Republic of Ghana by facilitating Cassiel Ato Forson authorization of irrevocable letters of credit, under which payments were made to Big C General Trading Limited of Dubai for the supply of vehicles purporting to be ambulance without due process and authorization. And it goes on to also name Richard Jakpa, also in the same period between 2014 and 2016, also colluding according to the particulars of offense with Cassiel Ato Forson, the chief director, to cause financial loss to the state to the tune of 2.73 million euros. Now, according to the facts of the case, the first accused person, Cassiel Ato Forson, was a deputy minister for finance between 2013 to 6 January 2017. The second accused person, Sylvester Animana, was at all material times the chief director of the Ministry of Health. The third accused person, Richard Jakpa, was at all material times, according to the facts of the case, the local representative of Big C General Trading Limited, a company based in Dubai. In the year 2009, the President of the Republic indicated in his message on the State of the Nation and delivered to Parliament that a new ambulance will be procured to expand existing fleet to enable some districts to be covered by the National Ambulance Service. Following this arrest, the Ministry of Health, according to the facts, initiated action to acquire more ambulances. The third accused person, using his company, Jakpa, and business, presented a proposal and a term loan to the Ministry of Health, which he claimed to have arranged from Stanbic Bank to finance the supply of 200 ambulances to the government. And according to the statement, on the 22nd of December, Cabinet endorsed an executive approval that had been granted for a joint memorandum submitted by the Minister for Health and the Deputy Minister for Finance and Economic Development for the purchase of 200 ambulances for the National Ambulance Service out of a medium-term loan facility of 15,800,000 euros to be paid out of a credit arrangement between Stanbic Bank Ghana Limited and the Government of Ghana to the Ministry of Finance. And according to the facts again, by the joint memorandum dated 30th April 2012, the Minister for Finance, Dr. Kwabena Dofo, and the Minister for Health, Alban K. Bagben, the current Speaker of Parliament, applied for parliamentary approval for the supply of 200 ambulances at the price of 15,800 euros to be paid out of the credit arrangement between Stanbic Bank Ghana Limited and the Government of Ghana to the Ministry of Finance. This memorandum to Parliament did not make reference to any role to be played by either Big C General Trading Limited, based in Dubai, or the agent of Big C Japa at Business Limited in the transaction. It also did not refer to the terms under which the ambulance will be procured or the terms under which the two companies will be involved in the transaction. And it goes on to say that on the 1st of November 2012, Parliament granted the approval for the financing of the agreement, and they provided a letter dated 19th November 2012. The second accused person, who was then the Chief Director of the Ministry of Health, requested approval from the Public Procurement Authority to engage Big Six through a process of single sole sourcing for the supply of 200 ambulances. The letter falsely indicated that the reason for the sole source was because Big C had paid for funding for the project. And by an agreement dated 19 December 2012, the government of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Health, formally contracted Big C General Trading Limited, based in Dubai, for the supply of 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances.
Right.
The contract sum was 15,800,000 euros at a unit price of 79,000 euros. So a couple, it goes on and to say that these did not meet the standard requirements of public sector agents to act at all times in the interest of the nation. For that reason, 3.27 million has been lost because the ambulance came without the fittings to be called an ambulance. And in the words of the current health minister, they were at best cargo vehicles imported under the name of ambulance. And that's the reason why government says that they are in court seeking the court pronouncement on these matters.
Okay, so my final bit to you, Elton, and it's interesting that, yes, a chief director, but a deputy minister, not even the substantive minister at the time, being cited in this. But Dr. Forson, we understand, will be briefing the press on the latest development. What can you share with us on the back of that?
So he is already saying that he is left with the conclusion that this is because of the position he's taken against what he describes as the oppressive tax that government want to force on the throat of Ghanaians with the introduction of the e-levy. And it is basically the reason why he's been hauled before court to answer charges of willful causing financial loss to the states. But what we have checked so far also indicates that in the last year alone, Dr. Forson has been out of IOCO assisting in investigation into this particular procurement. So IOCO had done some work on it, and it is based on the IOCO's recommendation that the Attorney General is now going to court, seeking the court a direction as far as this matter is concerned. It is, however, unclear whether in the course of this trial, the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Babe, who was the health minister at the time, will also be asked to answer for his role in the procurement of this. Because as of now, the particulars as presented by the Attorney General does not indicate the Speaker as being cited for any wrongdoing in this particular document.
Our presidential correspondent there, Elton Brobe, thank you so much for bringing us the latest on that. And we'll monitor the reaction from Dr. Cassiel Ato Forson and give you updates as and when they are available.